We are so excited to be joined by the amazing Pmac. Pmac is our first UK brand ambassador, kind of coming after we've launched on Amazon in the UK. So Pmac, even if you want to start with what your actual name is.
So my actual name is Peter Maciver, and I'm a London-based personal trainer, but I've got a good following, so I'm known all over the UK. I've been a personal trainer for about 13 years, and I've been doing yoga for about 10 years. In school, I never was in a football team or a tennis club or anything like that, but I was always inspired by wrestling, 100-meter sprinters. Went to college, done sports science, and left halfway through. And until I was about 22, I didn't know what I wanted to do. And after, my friend said to me one day, why not you become a PT? So I went to YMCA on Monday, signed up and became a PT. But my first week after I finished my course, I literally went to Kensington High Street and I walked, I think it's a 2-mile walk, and I walked every single hairdresser, anything to do with fashion or beauty. And I spoke to the manager and the owner. I said, I'm a personal trainer, can I give my card here? I didn't get one client from that, but I still done it.
But you got your steps in.
What drove you to keep on doing or pursuing the dream of your career that you're currently doing?
All my friends were into sports, so I really wanted to be into sports myself, but in my own way. And I loved watching athletes train. Like, I don't even like the game that much, but I love athletes training. So I thought if I can get into sports this way, perfect.
You train with every type of level. Do you get the same enjoyment training someone who, you know, is just starting out versus someone who's at that elite level?
Yes, because when you train somebody who's, for example, overweight, and they have no confidence. And when you see, I take people from being overweight to being, let's say, an average shape. And when you see or hear, now they're going on dates, now they're going out here, now they're partying this, and that's just because of what we've done. And after, with the athletes, it's easier because you bounce with their energy. So there's some clients who I hate to see because they have so much energy and I know I have to bring it that day. So the mixture is perfect sometimes. Like even a day like today where it's hot, the mixture is perfect.
Yeah. When you first had started out, there wasn't much going on in terms of the social media side of things. When did you start to see that traction happen for you?
I didn't use it for business until about 2017, 2016. And the only reason why I made it into a business was because my brother, who's quite a popular barber, he made it into a business. And after I thought, okay, cool, this is it. This is what we need to do. And even till today, like, there's always something that I thought, why didn't I do that from earlier? Or why didn't I do that from earlier? But that's just part of learning.
Your current business, tell us, you've obviously built it from scratch, but what's the mission or what's the driving force to keep you going and doing what you're doing?
Always, the main ambition is always to pay the bills. That's the first ambition. But do you know what? It's interesting because you get so many different characters, and because my job isn't like in an office space, so I love working one-to-one because I get to know people on a personal level.
What makes you quite unique within that space?
What makes me different to a lot of trainers is that I'm a guy who can actually do stuff, and I don't get clients because I'm a PT. I get clients because I'm flexible. So they think if he can do splits or do something like that, he can definitely make me do it. And I come from a background of no gymnastics, nothing until I was 23. In 2009, my friend said to me, if you go to yoga, there's a lot of half naked girls there, so and they'll love you. That's true. Yeah. So, and after I went there, then on day 3, the yoga manager came up to me and said to me, listen, if you stay in the class and continue to do yoga, you're going to fly past everyone in this class. So I stayed. I didn't fly past everyone, but I stayed. And after I went to the advanced class, and then they mentioned to me a competition. I was like, I've never been competed for in my life. When I competed on the day, I sat down in the green room or the room. I was like, what are you doing? And all these emotions go through your head, and then you see everyone next to you, and it was quite nervous being on that stage. Like when I did yoga, and I was struggling, I used to tell myself, what do you tell your clients? If your clients saw you right now, what would they think? So that's how I approach it, because I love little challenges that are going to push me past a certain point. And after that challenge that I now have, teaches me how to train somebody who's massively overweight, because I can then say to them, listen, when I first started yoga, I was the worst in the class, and I thought everyone was going to laugh at me, but now look at me. And I feel like I can use that experience to help somebody else.
That's such a good point, because I think it's all about being relatable, and I feel like as much as you train celebrities and you have this large following, you still manage to keep that relatable nature of your personality quite prominent. And when it comes to you, it's no surprise to anyone who follows you that your mom seems to be a really big motivator of yours.
I come from a family of 3 brothers, older brothers, and a mum. So we were brought up poor to the point of wearing school clothes to play out. And so we understand what it takes to work hard. My biggest motivation is, and it might sound silly, is when I go to a restaurant, I'm so excited that I don't care about the price of the food, and I enjoy that. I don't have to worry about the things we used to worry about, or missing Christmas. And in 2013, I lost my brother to heart disease. Even though I don't share that on my social media as much as people think it is, there is like motivation, there is pain there, and I recycle that pain to make myself a better person.
That's another part. That's probably why people make, like, even if they don't know that, that's probably why you come across so relatable, because you're so down to earth. And I'm really sorry to hear about your brother. That's really sad. I didn't know that.
Tell us about a day in your life.
So I get up about 4:30ish, because the reason why that started with my mum. When we were younger, we had to get up every morning about 5 a.m, 6 a.m. to pray. And I used to hate it, absolutely hate it. And we would pray for about 3 minutes and go back to sleep. But you can't go back to sleep when your mum told you to get up, walk to her room and pray. So you physically been woken up. So I get up at 4:30 from that. And then I have breakfast. And then my first client's at 5:30. But I have to get ready, brush my teeth, have a shower, have breakfast, choose my clothes, look at my diary, see if I need to bring anyone something today. And before lockdown, I was doing clients up to 12:30 and done. And then I would go to my swimming lesson or yoga or go to the gym. And now I do clients all day. So I do all my clients face to face until about 12ish. And after that, I go online for the rest of the day. But when the swimming pool open again, I'll be back, learn how to swim again. So my days are kind of fitness, cooking, editing, and whatever else. So